There are certain words and phrases that can blow up a deal on a perfectly decent house. Examples include, but are definitely not limited to, the word code. Code is a 4-letter C word and has no place whatsoever in an inspection. Let's talk about code for a second. What are building codes? Building codes are minimum standards on how things should be built to promote safety and integrity. I would not want to live in a house built to code. Building a house to code means you've got stud walls on the outside of a house that are 24 inches on center with minimal insulation between them. Basically, all those building codes do is give you an absolute minimum standard to have a safe house. They are not an absolute rule book. Building code is rarely definitive and it is always open to interpretation. So if you guys have ever had an inspector call out a bad electrical panel, you have 3 electricians come out and look at it, every single one of them will want to do something different to bring that panel up to code. So what your clients think building code is, they think it's a Bible of building instructions that say you will install this wire this way or this stud this way. That is not what building code is at all. It's a set of minimum guidelines and it is always open to interpretation. Code is the municipal inspector for that particular locality. So here it's probably the city of Westfield that comes out and does code inspections.
Yep.
That Westfield inspector is the only guy who can say if anything in this house is up to code. A home inspector can't do it. So we do not check for compliance with building codes, and that is written into any good visual inspection agreement. In fact, the quote from ours basically in bold will say this is not a building code inspection, title examination, bylaw compliance inspection, blah, 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 blah. Houses are kind of built the same way within, certain parameters, but the only individual who can determine if something is up to code, quote unquote, is the actual code enforcement authority for that municipality. We as home inspectors cannot do that. So if you see an inspection report that says this violates code or this is not up to code, that is the sign of an unprofessional home inspector. He could very well be right, but you cannot say that in an inspection report. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.